Welcome to the Android. Oh, what was that? Live from the studios of Coefficient Media in Jackson, Michigan. This episode is brought to you by Coefficient Media.
Yeah, this is the Android App Show, episode number 77. This week we have some more bad patent news to talk about and some blow your mind games.
Good news.
Here we go.
Welcome to the Android App Show.
Yeah. Do it.
The future of the telephone business is bright and rich with promise for the millions of telephone users like yourselves, whose quick acceptance and ready use of each improvement in telephone service has helped make possible an endless chain of accomplishments. What will it be this time?
Welcome to the Android App Show, everybody.
It's refreshing, huh?
I've been having quite a bit of coffee this afternoon, and I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm ready to do this show.
Going crazy.
Yeah.
Well, we are going to be recording this show with a couple new features today.
Yeah.
So, good news for those of you that like new things. There's some new things. Unfortunately, there's one new thing that we don't have.
Not yet.
No Google TV update. So, and you with that,
still old.
and you got the Sony here. I was
I
telling
know.
a friend I might have to arm wrestle you for this thing now because
It's gonna get the update first. I'm gonna have it like a day before you.
I can't believe it too. I thought for sure Logitech would be the first ones out of the gate.
Well, you know that Sony had to do their own arm wrestling with Google to get the update.
Probably.
So.
Well, but you see, I guess Sony makes phones and tablets.
Yeah. Right,
Logitech doesn't. So
and they actually make a TV with it built in.
yeah, I almost wonder which one is the larger one. Because
Yeah.
I wonder if there were less Sony sales, and that's why they got the update first, so it'll be less of a hit. Slower rollout.
Well, I can tell Sony had. I mean, because they have it on two devices, one on like multiple size TVs and stuff. So
Yeah.
Sony made the bigger investment in going with Google
That's
TV.
true. That's true.
That Logitech is just one box.
Yeah, but a
lot more people
I'm
bought.
pretty sure that more people bought the Logitech box.
And Google likes it better because that was the thing that they sent out to developers.
Yeah.
Because it was the cheapest.
How do you like that?
Yeah. I liked it because they sent me one.
Yeah. Well, now they're only $99 to
Yeah.
buy them.
I think it's the one you have, actually.
Yeah. So who knows? But the bad part about it is though Intel is abandoning their system on a chip business, so they've
really?
been burned. Too bad. Too bad. Future Google TV stuff's probably all going to be based on ARM,
Mm-hmm.
but we'll
Makes
see.
sense. Well, I mean, if they're doing that for the phones, why not? It's
Yeah.
cheap. That's what.
And Intel keeps talking like they're trying to get into the phone market, so
Yeah.
maybe if they get some platform harmonization, it won't matter anyway what your device runs on.
And it's kind of the same model that Google TV is doing. Google TV is just Apple TV
Yeah, Apple TV.
is basically just a iPhone without a screen
Yeah,
with an HDMI plug instead. So
yeah. I think that was the right way to go.
it's
All
all
right.
Android.
Well, let's get into some Apple news. That's right. I said Apple news because that's what the first story is about. It's not going to be just Android. This is some bad news. Okay. The first story we have, Apple has been granted the slide to unlock patent. So, some pretty bad stuff. Waiting for Dave here. Next slide, Dave. Boom. Slide to unlock patent. These are our new features right here.
Yeah.
So, first thing, every Android phone is going to be affected by this. It doesn't matter what you have. They all use this patent because you just touch something on the screen and you manipulate it to move to another area to unlock the phone. That's pretty much what the summary of the patent is.
Total bummer.
But there is some good news because the new version of Android has introduced this feature called Face Unlock. So Google potentially has something that can work around it. You got to do the next one. You got to keep up with me, Dave.
Yeah, just give me a finger gesture. Like,
Okay.
Swipe to.
But yeah, the Face Unlock essentially lets you look at your phone instead of having to slide something to unlock it. And I don't know, we could see some changes happen because the patent thing, I'm trying to figure out how to word this. It's not going to affect BlackBerry.
Oh,
Okay, so you might see some changes to the Android operating system to be more like BlackBerry's system, because on Blackberries you just hit the wake button and it's unlocked. You don't have to slide anything after that. You just tap the button and it's done. So I don't know which way they're going to go, if they're going to just implement Face Unlock, or if they're just going to go with unlock only. So yeah, sorry, getting in the way there. So yeah, that's bad news. Bad news bears for everybody. But the next one is some
not
pretty
for everybody, not for Apple.
well, yeah, not for Apple, whatever. For everybody anything that anybody cares about on this show, it's bad news. So the next one's some pretty good news though. Samsung sales are beating Apple. And this is, it's not by a little bit.
This is crazy.
Yeah. Well, we saw last quarter when they were approaching or whatever, and it was like, yeah, they're going to surpass, but who knows when they release the iPhone, it could be blah, blah, blah. No. If you look at the graph, which we'll show you here in a second, it's an 11 million unit gap, which is quite large. And the Apple momentum is negative. So their sales are actually going down.
Does this include after iPhone 3GS or after iPhone
4S?
4S?
No.
Okay.
No, it's from the just the last quarter.
I have seen a ton of people getting 4Ss. Like,
yeah.
it seems like more than when the 4 came out. Like people, they're just pent up demand.
Well, when I guess from people when they had the 3G and the 3GS.
Yeah.
It's like, well, everybody bought that 3GS and then ended up having to skip the 4.
Yep.
Which for a lot of people is a smart move because these phones are universal now. The 4S works on all the American carriers.
Yeah.
So pretty good stuff.
It'll be interesting.
Except for T-Mobile.
It'll be interesting to see like this next quarter. Like, it's not that I expected Apple to drop. It's just it will be interesting to see once the new phone drops, like what's going to be like. Because this is like, it's crazy for Android. Android is like rocking it right now, especially Samsung.
Yeah, and of course we have a graph for you.
Yeah, I like graphs.
Yeah, so if we can go ahead and pull that one up, boom. So you can see from the last quarter when they were pretty much, right tight together. Apple at the lead. Samsung is just boom. I mean, taken right off.
Yeah.
There's no Kia there for comparison.
Wow.
But yeah.
That is wild. Like Apple just like went down.
And there's some criticism too about this because they're saying it's vendor shipments, it's not actual sales. But there's not a lot of people just these phones are being sold.
Yeah.
They're not like the tablet issue where a bunch of them got shipped and none of them were sold. These Samsung phones are going like crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Samsung's doing it well. They are crushing it.
Yeah.
As
It's
Gary Vaynerchuk would say.
exponential growth. It looked like it was pretty high before, and then it's killed it up a little bit more even. So we'll see how far up that can go.
I like graphs.
Oh yeah, graphs
They're
are
fun.
nice. Graphs are for geeks.
Yeah, Nokia not doing so good.
No, I don't think Windows Phone is going to help them either.
Now, how is that spaced out though? Q4
The Q1 of 09 was the first one.
Those are all Qs.
Yeah, each one is a quarter.
Okay,
So in the Q2 of 10 is where you see Apple shoot up to Q3 of 10.
I'm surprised Nokia was in there for so long. I mean, continuing their growth.
Yeah.
And this is for smartphone. Like, Nokia is still the leader in all phone sales.
Yeah.
But for smartphone sales.
Yeah, and but the dumb phones are going out. So, but that jump that you see, this is the one thing though. Apple is going to pick back up because this is the decline before the launch of a new phone. Everybody anticipates it. The sales slow. You can see that the last one before they launched the iPhone 4, and then it ticked up, quite a bit. And then you got this drop off again right before the iPhone 4S. So we'll have to revisit this and see how much of an uptick.
But this is smart for Samsung because they don't have one phone.
No.
Like, they have a variety. They have a family of phones in different sizes, shapes, configurations. that anyone could use at any time. So they're
Yeah.
not going to have that same kind of cycle.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll have some kind of cycle, but it'll be a lot shorter cycle because they can adjust it.
Well, what I'm looking for is, and I don't know if Apple actually do this. We can debate whether or not they will, but I'd like to see Apple move to a model more like their MacBook Airs or MacBooks or whatever, where they just get a bump out of nowhere. There's not a design change or whatever. It's just all of a sudden one day, boop, you have higher end phone.
Yeah.
You know, when you're buying them. So,
And
but a lot of them aren't sold. That's the one thing that could be against it. They have a smaller footprint in third-party retailers with these MacBooks,
Yeah.
but the iPhone is everywhere.
And you were hypothesizing something crazy about like a 6-month cycle,
Yes.
like moving that up a little bit.
Yeah, because the Android community, it iterates so much. You know, you get this stuff on, you know, every quarter there's the newest, the best, the fastest Android phone. In Apple, it's only once a year. For me, it seems like it would be smart if they kind of shortened up their release schedule so that you had a point release, you know, or a full integer release like the iPhone 4, and then 6 months later, iPhone 4S, and then a redesign at the 1 year point for the iPhone 5. Because if you don't start speeding up these releases, I mean, for crying out loud, by the end of this year, we're going to have quad core. Actually, 5-core, if you want to get particular, you know, about it, Android tablets.
What?
Yeah, it's a quad-core processor with my favorite term for it that I've seen on Android to me is the Ninja Core, which is it's basically a slower ARM chip that your tablet runs on when it's not running. Like you have it in sleep mode, or you're not really doing much with it.
It's like a standby chip.
Yes. So you get much better battery life because you're not even firing up these high-end cores, not to mention just one of them. You know, with Ice Cream Sandwich, you have core scaling so that you can do 1 core, 2 cores, whatever, out of the quad cores. But when you're in sleep mode, those don't even come online. You're just on your old.
It just keeps it alive.
Yeah. So, you know, pretty smart stuff. That's going to be out by the end of this year. Then you have supposedly the iPad 3, you know, coming out at the beginning of next year. Who knows what that's going to look like or whatever. But unless they iterate again on this stuff, by the middle of next year, we're going to have quad-core Android phones. Okay? Yeah. And tablets that are looking to move past that. So the best that Apple can be doing is a dual-core phone, which they have now, and possibly a quad-core iPad at the beginning of the year, but they're not going to refresh that line again until the beginning of next year.
Yeah.
And I think the tablets are going to catch up to that. The phones are going to already be beating them. And by the time that Apple is ready to release a quad-core phone, you know, Android's going to be moved way beyond that.
Well, it's even more than just that. It's like, from a strictly marketing perspective, people view these products as there's the Apple and then there's Android.
Yeah.
And Android, like, and then there's sub-brands of like the phone maker. But like, since Android is so fragmented and there's so many different people who make the phones, like they get the benefit of always being top of mind. Like they can always push a new phone, a new marketing campaign, a new thing. Apple has to wait every year, once a year, to do like a new campaign. And that is going to be a big problem. When people are hearing all this movement or push forward in Android, and they're all competing against each other in the Android market or in the Android space to have the best phone out there, it's really going to make the iPhone look like a second-class citizen as far as marketing goes.
Yeah, so you're right. I agree with you 100%.
I think they really have to, like...
And the funniest part about it, though, is that Apple is supposed to be the best at marketing.
Right.
And they're going to paint themselves into a corner.
Yeah.
And up until this point, it's worked fine.
Yeah. Because it's been simple. They've been using the computer model. But,
you know, after this, you know, it's just gonna become a whole new ball game.
Yeah.
The whole thing of it reiterating over and over again, that's what works for startups. That's what lets these companies be small and nimble and outcompete larger companies. If Apple sticks to the strict model, you know, they're just going to blow themselves up. And
it usually works. I mean, it works in most markets to do that. In computers, it works. You can do a yearly release. In even MP3 players, it kind of works.
Yeah.
But in a market that's so competitive as phones, it just doesn't work anymore. You kind of lose that marketing ability. Even though they're great phones, I mean, they're good.
Well, but if you think
They don't
about
have
it,
that
even
push.
computers don't do a yearly release, though. Apple doesn't do that.
Right.
You know, they have the big refreshes, you know, with the model changes, etc. But
Yeah.
then they have minor point bumps.
Right.
So again, I think that they're going to have to go to that. Of course, you know, we've been talking about this for a long time on
Yeah.
every show that we do. These are computers; they're not
Yeah.
phones that run apps. They are computers that make phone calls. So you know, the quicker that people get with that mindset, the better off they're going to be. Because I think the public's going to get with that as well.
I'm already in that mindset with that new Samsung one,
Yeah.
the Samsung Note. Oh man,
I
give
can't
that to
believe
me now.
I can't believe how big that is. That's way too big.
Yeah, I like it big.
Well, you know, with a Bluetooth headset, but to me, it's like you would look ridiculous holding it up. I mean, we made fun of the Dell Streak endlessly.
Oh yeah,
This is 5-inch. We're like, yeah, you look like an idiot holding a 5-inch, but now we got 4.65-inch screens.
that was a different time, Lane.
Yeah, it was a different.
We
time.
weren't ready. The Dell Streak was ahead of its time.
Like the iPac.
Exactly.
Oh man. Well, something else that was ahead of its time. The Google TV apparently. It was supposed to be running apps, you know, a while ago. I thought,
Web
but
apps.
now there's going to be an actual release.
Oh, good.
So that we're getting Honeycomb on the Google TV, Android 3.1. So maybe sometime towards the end of next year we'll get Ice Cream Sandwich. Yeah, go ahead and check see if the updates come through yet.
Oh yeah, I'll
Probably
do that.
not. But the other thing I wanted to mention is not all hardware is created equally, because the Sony devices are going to be getting the first update, which I'm kind of crying about. We've debated back and forth why. You know, is it because they make all these devices, whatever. Maybe because they're just bigger Android players, but to me, I thought that the Logitech box was going to be favored because it was the developer device.
You would think so.
But I guess not.
Nope.
The other thing you should keep in mind is that even though it's going to be running apps, it's not going to run all Android apps. They have to make it so, like, the developer has to make it so that the app doesn't require a touch interface, which up until this point has been a second, it hasn't even been a second thought, because all the Android devices are touch interface. And now all these things are going to be kind of like up in the air. So a lot of games that won't exactly translate or whatever, you could play them with a mouse, sure. But they're going to have to switch that over. So like Angry Birds, let's say Angry Birds requires a touch interface. You could play that with your mouse on the Google TV, click and drag back the bird and launch it, But unless they take that requirement off, it won't show up in the market for Google TV.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see about that. But the other big news that we have related to this is we're going to be relaunching the Google TV show. We haven't done that in quite a while, and it's mostly because
It's been dumb.
Yeah, it has been dumb. So, we're going to relaunch that and start talking a lot more about Google TV apps. So stay tuned for that. We'll let you know when the next one comes out. Mainly when we get the update.
We might have
and
to
we can start reviewing apps.
We might have to redo the logo, because that's kind of like a very beta logo. And that was intended for the design there.
That's what the logo still looks like for Google TV, though.
I know, we can do a little.
They stuck
update
with
to
it.
make
Put some shine on it, right?
clean that up a little. Although, have you seen the new? Okay, so that is what the logo looks like, but they have another logo too.
What with the? No, I haven't seen. What
It's
you're
like
talking
a
about.
weird, like round circle with like, it looks like the windows. It's just a bunch of squares that are off center, in a circle.
Well, with the 9 squares in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that one. That one they've used forever.
Well, it's like, but they're not. They're like rectangles. They're not squares. They're like different size things.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it's weird.
Almost
Maybe
like live tiles or whatever, like on
Yeah, it's really
the
weird.
Windows 8. that I've seen.
Exactly like that.
Interesting. They might have something up their sleeve they're not telling us about.
Maybe I'll look it up while you talk about this next thing.
Yeah, so that's the last thing. But yeah, so now that we have Honeycomb on the way, where's my ice cream sandwich for my Google TV?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
let's keep it rolling, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's really, the ice cream sandwich is supposed to be unifying all these devices. It's funny to me that they're releasing ice cream sandwich now, just, well, a few weeks at, like, because next month, the beginning part of November is when this ice cream sandwich phone is coming out. But we're getting Honeycomb on the Google TV right before the next version of Android hits everything else. That's kind of messy. So hopefully this is the last time we're going to see this kind of slacking on paying attention to Google TV.
Yeah, I don't see the thing in here.
Oh, well. Well, we can put it up for a logo on the next show.
A lot of weird stuff.
So, we last week we didn't do any app reviews. This week I do have two app reviews. So,
nice.
pull these out here. Pull up the screen mirroring on the phone again.
Well, we got to do the
nice,
app first.
Evo hack stuff here. But the first app is Guns and Glory. And this is Guns and Glory World War II. Very cool stuff, because this isn't your typical tower defense game, though it is a tower defense game. One thing, though, I'm going to kind of close this so I can bring it up here. If we can pull up the phone so I can show you what it looks like when it launches. They've got this messy stuff here that when you open it up, they try and get you to buy other apps. So you can scroll through or whatever, but then you have to click over here. So I haven't seen that before on a game.
They're getting tricky, aren't they?
Yeah. So Guns and Glory World War II. And then the buy button is to buy coins or whatever. So you can pick the Axis powers or the Allied powers. And right now there's only, let's see, there's these 3 levels here. I'm still on level 1. I haven't started playing level 2, and then level 3 is unlocked. I have to beat level 2 first. But inside each level, you go through and you play easy, and I beat all the levels on easy, and then I'm going back to play medium to kind of build up some more coins. But you can see up at the top, it says 3 times the G or whatever up there. Well, if I go to the store, I don't know if I have to wait and do that until afterwards. Yeah, alright, so I'll pick one. I'll just open this up here. And what level do I like? I like this one. Let's play this one on easy. So you get special things like crates and stuff that fall out of the air every now and then to help repair your, tanks and whatnot. But, most of the time it doesn't work for that. You don't get them too often. Well, we got squished up, didn't we?
Yeah.
So this one's interesting. You have these buildings here to build base, build guys. So I'm going to click on this unit. It's a tank unit. Put him over here. Click on this guy. Come over here. These paths that you see are what the guys walk on. Uh-oh. When they come in. And then the tent here builds different units. You have a gunner, like a over-the-shoulder rocket launcher that attacks tanks, and a flamethrower guy. They cost 2, 3, and 5 coins. And then you have tank purchasing on this one up here. And when you kill guys, they give you coins. When you're setting up at the very beginning, you see on the top right side there's a countdown, and that's telling you when the bad guys are going to be coming.
Yes, sir. Yes,
so
sir.
unfortunately, you only can click on one of these at a time and move them.
Yes, sir.
And there's always the advertisement down there. I would like to see them remove this advertisement, or at least allow you to buy like a removed version.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's kind of difficult.
Sir,
So I'll click on this guy, bring him over here. Sometimes they're stupid, like they'll walk in. If they can't get around, the way they think they should be able to, then they just won't do anything. But you can move your guys little by little too. You can click on him. You don't have to click to another space. You can just hold down on your guy and drag him a little bit, and he'll walk around. So you can kind of fine position him. And you just click on those coins when they come around to do it. And you see a save there. Wave bonus of 250. So now it's telling me that tanks are coming. I don't have enough money to... I have enough money to buy some gunners. Some regular machine gunners, but no more of these rocket launcher guys. So on the top right, I'm just going to click on that number. It's going to count it down real quick. And go ahead and let the guys come. So I'm looking for these tanks to come and be destroyed so I can collect a coin. So I'll have 3, and I can buy another rocket launcher guy. The thing I like about this is it is tower defense, but again, it's just a little different. You know, you can move the units around, and that's not your typical tower defense game.
It kind of reminds me of like Command and Conquer.
Yes.
But like in a tower defense kind of mode.
Yes, exactly. So I love this. I really do.
It's cool. Oh yeah.
But you play through and collect your coins. Let's see what we got coming up next. More tanks. So I'll go over here and just buy a tank.
Totally Command and Conquer. Oh my gosh.
And if you click on one of your guys over here, you can see his radius. I don't know if that shows up very well. Not probably with this white background.
But that's, yeah, you can kind of see.
Yep. But that's like his attack area.
Huh.
You can view. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this. You're going to hit settings, and you can go to Open Faint, which does all your good stuff, for sharing scores and getting achievements. Rate it. I have the vibration turned off. You can change your audio settings right here. Turn on some of this music. See if you like that.
Ooh, explosions.
But once you...
I feel like it's the A-team.
Yeah, once you get some coins built up, you go in here and you can upgrade the different teams. Unless you're playing for the Bundeswehr, you don't want to upgrade them because their guys will be upgraded fighting against you. It makes the game harder. But they have all kinds of cool stuff in here to upgrade your gunners, your rocket launchers, the vehicles, and then the special units, which are the fire guys. There might be more units later. Again, I've only played the first level. I'm trying to build up some of the stuff on here, but I'm definitely into this game for the long haul. It's good stuff. Let me pull up one of these maps that I haven't played before.
Oh.
Big armies increase aggression. Get the mob mentality built up, huh? So, and they always give you a tip at the very beginning, and your clock isn't running yet. So you can look at the tip and not have to worry about, the guys are coming or whatever. So they want you to get some burning helmets or whatever, and see on this one you have guys positioned around the town already that you can grab. Looks like they gave me 2 guys. So I'll get the gunner over here. On this one you should be able to see the targeting area that I was referring to better. Like when I click on him, boom, you can see where he can shoot. So let's go up here. And of course it's tower defense, so what you're defending are any buildings that have a star on top. And here's a rocket launcher guy. Pull him over here too. So it's not necessarily the ones that are producing the units for you. It's whatever they tell you is a base that needs to be defended. And they usually put them into pretty hard to defend places.
Strategic targets.
Yeah. So come over here and produce. I like having a few gunners. So I can mod them up here. But one of the good things, though, if they come through and get far enough through all your guys that they destroy a base, it's not the end of the world. There's more than one base usually, to defend. But if they do, it gives you a crap ton of coins here to collect so that you can build up an army again. Like right where the destroyed base is, it just pays you a bunch of coins. So pretty cool stuff. Again, this game is free on the market, and I highly recommend that you check it out. Don't really know what else to say about it. So again, I like tower defense games. This one's it's a little bit of I like that Command and Conquer tower defense style game.
Yeah.
Nice little hybrid.
And it's free.
It can be free. hey,
Now, what does the paid version give you?
you just buy coins. So if you want to buy upgrades for your units,
Oh.
then they're in-app purchases. So, you know, for whatever. I've been playing it. I haven't really felt that, you know, it would make the game easier, but I haven't felt like they've handicapped the game so much that you have to buy coins.
Yeah, didn't you say there was ads over part of it?
Yes, on the bottom of the screen, there's always advertising down there.
Was there?
It
it's
would be
always
nice
down
if,
there?
yeah, it would be
Oh.
nice if you could get around it, but
I kind of ended up ignoring it.
yeah. Well, you will eventually hit the button on it though. So like if I'll go back over here to this easy thing here, and it will pull it up. But it's down here on the bottom.
Yeah.
You're gonna end up hitting the ad.
Well, especially because that's right where you click.
Yeah.
Make you
See,
click
it's
it.
always down there.
Mm. What happens if you accidentally click it? Does it pause your game?
Yeah, and I think I'll test it. I think that this game, yes, for some of them, sometimes when I'm playing the game and you drag like over to a corner,
Yeah.
it'll pause it when you didn't want it to.
Mm.
So it's kind of annoying. But yeah, look, this one's complicated.
Yeah.
They got all these curlicues and stuff in here.
Oh.
So, but yeah, it's a pretty cool game. A lot of different maps, and again, there's levels on there I haven't even unlocked yet. So I'm definitely gonna be playing this more. You'll see me checking in on this on Hayes app quite a bit.
Nice.
So, and for free, you can't beat it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this next one I'm reviewing is just for the pure pleasure of all of the lolcat references that are in it. So I haven't let Dave see it yet
No.
because I want his real reaction first to the music. Okay, let's bring up the title here. It's called Techno Kitten Adventure,
Okay.
and just look at that kitty over here. Like,
Whoa, that's
oh,
such a
that's awesome.
sad little kitty.
oh, he is a sad kitty.
Should
It's
I turn the bass up on the music here
yes,
so we can really get
bass up. Are you ready for this?
some? I am almost ready.
I'm launching it now.
Okay.
Techno Kitty Adventure.
Oh.
Yes. Techno Kitten Adventure. You have options, OPSHUNZ. And every time you click on a menu item, it does a cat thing. Credits, back, see, it's all misspelled or whatever.
Ooh.
All kinds of lolcat references. So, here's the Dream Pack. And Jetpack Kitty, KITTEH. And this is free, but you can only play up to a 30,000 point score. And I don't know if you can see it. If you hit those little outline shapes or whatever, then you die. It's like that. It's like a helicopter game. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
You press on the screen and the kitty goes up. You let go and the kitty goes down. But you can play this again for free up to a 30,000 point score. And look, here come the laser lights. Look at unicorns, laser lights, all kinds of crap on here. Oh man, I can't believe I did that. But me, I'm just trying to beat that 30,000 score that I got because I just purchased it. Then before I came over, I'm like, all right, 99 cents. Once I got to the, dang it.
Yeah.
I tell you what, it's harder to play these games on the show.
Yeah, because you're talking.
Yeah, exactly. But just for the awesome music, the unicorns, the stars, the rainbows. I mean, come on. This is
Yeah.
full of total. Like this could only be better if when you won, it did a Rickroll or whatever. Can I get the high score or something? Or is this? I don't know if it's gonna give you seizures though if you're epileptic.
Wow.
That's crazy. Come on. I gotta get that 30,000 high score. I got clear up there. Ah! Get so close. It's all the distracting flashing lights.
Oh my gosh.
These arrows and stuff or whatever they are. Hearts. Some surprised they don't have LOLs, LOLZs like floating around. This is so hard to score high on.
There's unicorns.
Yep. Come on. Here we go. We're getting there. Giant rainbow. So I got the high score now. Pretty excited about that.
You should be. It's quite an accomplishment.
See how far I can get. All-time high score. This is amazing. And it's funny too, when I first started playing this, I wasn't sure what I was running into that was killing me. I'm
I
like-
could see that. Like, there's so many different
we go.
things.
Alright, so high score, 71,424. Good stuff.
That's a jetpack.
So you can change your kitty at jetpack. I'm going to go with butterfly kitty now.
Oh wow! Does it behave any differently?
No,
No.
the controls are all the same. The lasers and everything too, right? Isn't this crazy? I'm going to change kitty to the dream kitty.
Oh okay. Oh, that kitty doesn't do so well.
It's like twitching or whatever, like it's running.
Oh.
I do like how it does that every time. And coming soon is going to be the cloud pack and the lava pack. So, just for the sheer awesomeness of all these references and the bad, original Nintendo style graphics. Techno Kitten Adventure. And again, it's kind of a free game. I mean, it's free up to 30,000 points. If you want to be a real player, you break that 30,000 barrier. 99 cents. Not that bad of a deal. Yeah. And this is the one thing I have against it. If I just hit home and I go to the home screen, the music keeps playing.
Really?
Yeah, that's annoying.
So you're on the home screen now?
Yeah.
This is perfect.
If I go back into the app,
What's wrong with this one?
what's wrong with that? Are you serious?
Yeah.
If I hit the home button, it should just stop. But if you hit back,
Oh,
it stops.
okay.
So, whatever. That's the Android multitasking for you. I mean, I know you're not used to that on having those problems on the iPhone or the iPad because you don't have real multitasking.
I actually am used to having those problems because the little bit of multitasking the iPad does
Is music
is
right?
very, very annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
It's music. At least it's not as annoying as like on the Google TV.
Yeah. Well, but at least Pandora now asks,
Yeah.
if you want to keep playing the music, but only sometimes. It's not even consistent.
That was a disaster.
Yeah.
It just play all the time.
Gosh, I can't wait for this update.
I know.
I'm telling you what, it's going to be awesome.
Hmm.
Well, I think that's everything that we had for the show today, right?
Yeah.
App reviews, some pretty awesome stuff. Closing out with the Lolcats. If you want to find more of these episodes, please visit our website, theandroidappshow.com. We have, of course, video, audio, and show notes. So you have links out to everything that we talk about on here. You can just one click and go over and install it, or one click and read the stories yourselves.
Yeah. Or you can one click and follow us on Twitter. We are on Twitter. That is at Android App Show. And you can follow us. We give updates on there. We tweet about things that are coming out. As soon as we get the Google TV update, we will tweet about that also.
Big time.
Yeah, because it's going to be cool. And, Lane, what
We're
else do we
also
have?
on YouTube. You can watch full episodes at youtube.com/theandroidappshow and subscribe and get automatic updates for when new ones are published.
That's cool stuff. Also, if you like this kind of show and you want more shows like this kind of stuff, we're part of the Blueberry Podcast Network, where you can find great content by independent producers. It's just really making the internet's...
Yeah, there's something out there that's gonna. It is like what the way the internet should be. You know, small time people or whatever doing their thing.
Yeah, it's a revolution.
Blueberry.
It's a revolution in media content.
I agree.
Yep. So
That's it.
Thanks for watching, everybody. It was a fun show this week.
Yeah, hopefully I'm super excited about these Google TV apps. Super excited about it.
Well, I've been seeing quite a few like kind of make that transition. Like what
Yeah.
was it, Flickster? Flickster, a great fit. Like you can watch movie trailers on your TV, buy tickets
Yeah.
right from your TV.
And they're going to be coming out with Netflix right
Mhm.
away.
Like an app,
Yeah.
a straight up app.
But there's no Hulu Plus at launch.
Yeah,
But, you know,
who
whatever.
uses that?
I'm not
Oh,
paying
wait.
for Hulu Plus.
A lot of people use it. I'd pay for it if it was on Google TV.
You know, I might, but I have my computer hooked up to my TV, so
You do? You have
Yeah.
a Google TV and a computer?
yeah, isn't that crazy? The TV's got the PC input, and the computer is just in the foyer, so just super long cable.
It works.
Yeah, I just got to get a digital coax cable to run over to my surround sound from the computer,
Ooh, that'd be cool.
so I can get the full experience in the living room. One thing at a time, right?
Mm-hmm. You can only, and who knows when the Apple TV is going to come out. That
Yeah,
was
with
like,
apps.
I-
Whatever. I don't think they're gonna run apps on the Apple TV. It's gonna only work with devices.
I don't know. I have to read that biography for Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
This is a homework assignment for me.
Read? What are you talking about? Read?
I mean, when I say read, I mean listen to as an audiobook.
Yes. That's what all cool people do.
Yeah. But we're not going to tell you where to get that because they're not a sponsor.
No. Which is weird because if you did signed up, you could have got it for free on your trial.
Too bad. You can't do that.
Not
There's no
sponsored.
place to get it online. Sorry.
Not that we know of. No.
Recommendation.
Sorry. No. The Android market.
Get it on Amazon, maybe.
Amazon owns those people. You don't know that?
Oh, shoot. Get it on iTunes?
There you go.
Wait, no.
No, not on
It's the
this show.
exact same.
Not
It's
on
the
this show.
exact same content.
What are you talking about?
The iTunes audiobooks
Yeah.
are through Audible.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Wow. Total ownership. Oh, you
Total.
said the name now.
Shoot.
They're not sponsoring us. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
Bye. That was a super fun show.
Yes.